G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. Today I want to be still on PureOS and today I wanted to have a look at some news that came up during the week, and it was shared on Telegram, and I thought I would check this news out. So let's have a look at Purism website and news and events and converging on convergence. Now, if we have a look here, we have many devices of one OS. The two big mobile OS vendors have been dreaming of convergence between laptop OS and mobile OS for a long time, dreaming of being able to make the same application code execute and operate both on mobile phones and laptops, adapting the applications to screen size and input devices. Purism is beating the duopoly to that dream with PureOS. We are now announcing that Purism's PureOS is convergent and has laid the foundation for all future applications to run on both the Librem5 phone and Librem laptops from the same PureOS release. Now, Purism has one convergent operating system, PureOS. Google has two separate ones, Chrome OS and Android. Apple has two separate ones too, Mac OS and iOS. So they're hot on the trail of convergence here. And there's a little bit of write-up here as well. There's a big write-up here, but I'll try to sort of shorten it a little bit. So how we got there. The right path to get us here was starting with the universal operating system as the foundation of PureOS, Purism's operating system. Running on so many different CPU architectures is a huge benefit, because very often laptops need a power-hungry and fast CPU, while a phone needs a power-aware, battery-saving CPU. These CPUs are consequently designed differently for their different uses, and you often have to port or cross-compile software for it to work well on both CPUs. By basing PureOS on a solid foundation operating system, one that has been solving this performance and run everywhere problem for years, means there is a large set of packaged software that just works on many different types of CPUs. So we have here, let's just have a quick look at this video. It's only 7 seconds. So what they're saying there is everything remains the same and adjusts to a mobile size. So Purism's PureOS showcasing adaptive convergent design in a web browser. Notice as the window subtly resizes the buttons in the application's header, shift to the footer for a mobile-friendly interface. Oh, let's just have another quick shifts to the footer. Oh, okay, I see what's going on there, yeah. So those buttons move down to the bottom, nice. So the above example is already built into the master branch of GNOME Web as a class-based modification to the existing code, allowing it to easily adjust and adapt to the screen size and inputs of both mobile and desktop. Okay. So Purism's PureOS showcasing adaptive convergence development in discussions, a matrix chat program. As the window resizes, the column width dynamically changes to preserve a legible line width until the sidebar and message view don't fit at the same time. At this point, the leaflet folds, only the message view is visible, and a back button is added to the header bar to allow navigation to the room list. Let's check it out. Let's check it out one more time. So we've got, what we got? Search plus and menu. Oh yeah. So developers can tap into convergence through the tools we actively use, contribute to, and develop directly in the ecosystem. We've created Libhandy, a mobile and adaptive presentation library for GTK Plus and GNOME, which is under active development, packaged in PureOS and Deviant already. You can also use it in Flatpak simply by including it in your Flatpak manifest in Builder. Not quite sure what that means, but probably have to do a little bit more research on that one. Purism's PureOS, showcasing adaptive convergence development in password-safe and encrypted password storing application. Okay. We are excited to provide convergence well before any of the other mobile OS vendors. Let's see how long it takes for them to catch up. Thank you for your continued support. Well, this is very interesting and exciting, I must say. Now, the other thing is, so we got, if we go back, we got products. Now, you got Librem 13, Librem 15, the Librem key. I know Zeb's got that, the Librem key. Now, the Librem5. This is what I want. I want one of these. Now, I'll hold on to my mobile Galaxy S5 until maybe I can get one of these. And I like the fact that it's got... it has, what do you call it? It's got physical buttons on here that turns off. It's the hardware kill switches for camera, microphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and the baseband. So I don't really know too much about the ins and outs of phones and how they work, but apparently the baseband is different. Let's have a look. Privacy protection by default. Instead, your profile and data being products sold to the highest bidder. Yeah, that's true. Does not use Android or iOS. The Librem5 comes with the mobile version of our FSF endorsed operating system PureOS by default, and is expected to be able to run most GNU plus Linux distributions. CPU is separate from the baseband, isolating the black box that the modem may represent and allowing us to seek hardware certification of the main board by the Free Software Foundation. So that sounds good. I'm not really 100% sure. I'm not that overly technical with these things. I know how to install other OS. I was running Lineage OS, and then I tried quite a few different types of Lineage OSs, and then now I've got AOSP, which is the Android Open Source Project Extended on my phone. That's running not too bad. That's the GNOME, what is it, the Pi? So it's Android 9, I think it is. But this is much better. I want one of these phones, and I'm hoping to get one, and I'll wait till they actually come out and see what's going on now. So yeah, the interesting bit, put an end to planned obsolescence. Absolutely. These people just keep, the sheep will keep buying, and they keep updating, and they keep slowing phones down, and people have to keep buying them. Forgot to put my phone on silent, sorry about that. So, user-replaceable battery. With the industry's obsession about thinness and disposable devices, the majority of phones manufactured in recent years embed the battery as non-replaceable part of the phone, typically soldered directly onto the motherboard. The problem is all batteries age and wear with use, and after a few years no longer hold the charge. Devices with non-user replaceable batteries therefore become expensive paperweights destined for the garbage dump. We believe that you should be able to use your phone as long as you want to. That's why the Librem5 will include non-soldered, easily serviceable batteries that you can order, keep your phone as long as you want, save money and help the planet. Great idea. This obsession about need the, I've been saying it for years. I don't say it on my YouTube and that chat, people at work and, family and stuff, that they don't do anything innovative. They just bring out new phones, put the price back up, make their money, and, they haven't done nothing innovative with their operating systems for a long time. They just tweak a little bit here, make it more confusing, make it even harder to access, how to turn off all these traceabilities and stuff like that. It's just annoying. And then there's the Courage Jack. Unlike the rest of the industries indulging in fads and forcefully replacing the most standard audio connector to gain control of the accessories market, and in a Me Too pursuit of extreme phone thinness that nobody asked for, we care about your phone working with any headphone or line out with needing you to carry and keep track of yet another adapted dongle that can be lost or found to be incompatible. We have no intention of doing vendor lock-in, and so the Librem5 comes with a standard 3.5mm headphone jack, the Courage Jack. It doesn't get any more simple than that. Lifetime updates, of course, you're running. So PureOS are obviously having lifetime updates that actually extend your phone's life. So other mobile platforms typically keep you running on a purchasing treadmill. Absolutely. Planned obsolescence. Absolutely. With vendors either stopping security and feature updates altogether after a few months, or providing bloated updates that slow your device to the point of software disenchantment. Those short-term oriented business models force you to buy a new phone every few years to stay safe or enjoy decent performance out of your hardware. In contrast, the updates we provide to you through PureOS are meant to be in your best interests. When you purchase a Librem5, you can be confident that we will continue to provide security updates, privacy improvements, bug fixes, and new features for the lifetime of your device without compromising performance. So I'd have to think that somehow that they're based on Deviant, so it'd have to be sort of like... PureOS has got their own repos, haven't they? So they're obviously just going to keep it rolling, I would say. That's how you would manage that. So this is all pretty good stuff. So let's have a look at the pre-order now. I don't know what the specs are on this phone. Here we go. So how much are we looking at? $649. Is that American dollars? Does anyone know? Because I'd probably be up for a little bit more than that. I'd rather spend $700-800 on this phone than these ridiculous phones that they got out now. That's why I haven't replaced my S5. I'm sick of updating and spending money. So we've got 32 gigabyte internal storage. If anyone understands that. Single SLM unreplaceable M.2 card. Okay. 5.5 to 5.7 HD display. Micro SD storage expansion. Beautiful. I wonder if that's whatever size you can get. Front camera, they haven't announced what they are going to be yet. As long as it's got a reasonable camera, I'm happy. Because we all know we take our cameras around and, we've always got our phones. It's easy to take photos when you go out instead of carrying another camera. Vibration motor, yes. Charging USB-C connector for charging. USB client function, USB host function, power delivery. Battery user replaceable. Okay. So yes, I'm very interested in this, but I'll just wait and see what continues there, what comes out of that. But this is all very exciting. So yep, I'm on PureOS at the moment, and I'm actually enjoying this operating system. Now what I've done is, if we have a look at, let's have a look at this one here. So that list there, just to let you know, I've turned off these two, I've switched them off, these two repos. Now I've done 2 more installs since my videos, and I think maybe 3 anyway, but I wasn't sure whether I tried installing gdebi with the PureOS repos and without these 2 repos here. So I tried that, and yep, I got the dependency issue trying to install with gdebi. So for some reason, when you install the PureOS has gdebi in the repos, but for some reason it's not compatible with installing certain .deb files. So what you do is you add these 2 repos, you switch them on, so you uncomment them, and then what I did was, I have to escape from that, don't I? Is you have to do a sudo apt update once you put the repos in, and then do a sudo apt full upgrade. Then once you do the full upgrade, then you install gdebi, and then everything will be fine. So you have to do that full upgrade first. That's what I wasn't sure of, so I tried it without the full upgrade. All I did was the update. All I did was that sudo apt update, tried installing gdebi. It did install, but I still had the dependency issue of installing .deb files. So then I reinstalled again, and then I did the full upgrade, and then everything was fine. So I just wanted to make sure that I knew what path I was on and just explain to everybody what was going on there. So this is exciting times for convergence. So they're saying that they've done convergence, so let's see what comes out of this. Now I'm not sure whether that works only with their laptops or whether you can install PureOS on any laptop and still have the same functionality of convergence. I'm not sure about that. But very interesting nonetheless to see what's going on here. So I'll wait till this phone comes out, and more than likely I will probably purchase this phone, and I may continue to run PureOS. Now I would actually put this on my main system, to be honest, because I quite like this. There's no EFI. Does it matter? Now the question I'm asking everybody is, do we really need to have EFI today? Everything supports EFI, so PureOS doesn't. So is that because of the phone thing? Because it's installed on the phone, is that why it doesn't have EFI? That's the question I'm asking. And I've got a pretty much up-to-date Intel Skull Canyon small form factor. It's got the M.2 in there, and it's really up to date. So does it matter whether I install it on there without EFI? I don't think is that a security thing, EFI, or it's just convenience now? I don't know. I do know, I'm pretty sure it's to stop having EFI in there, is to maybe stop security issues when you're booting. So what do you guys think? I'm keen to put this on my main system. I'm running Linux Mint, have been for maybe 6 months now. It's been a while, but I just want to continue with this one and see how I go. So, and I will be trying tomorrow morning the Zoom Flatpak on BigDaddyLinux Live, so hopefully that all goes well. I haven't tried it yet. I know it starts up and everything, so there's no problems there. So hopefully it doesn't... nothing goes wrong with it, and if it does, I'll just jump back onto my main system, so, and we'll go from there. But I could, if something does go wrong with the Flatpak, I can I can install Zoom with gdebi, and that should install okay. I haven't tried that yet, but we can do that if it's not successful. So, yep, that's the news with Librem or Purism and PureOS and the Librem5 and their Librem laptop products. So, hope you found this interesting, because I certainly do. Hope you found it informative. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.